So, good morning, you guys. Okay, so I guess I'm vlogging. This is my vlog about my secret life as a mystic. So, blonde haired girl, the secret life of a mystic. I'm going to go in a new direction, start sharing with you guys my adventures. Because honestly, I can't really share that much with the people around me. I can't. I have to be super careful because, you know, a good number of people think I'm completely nuts, that I'm crazy. And I guess I could kind of understand that, except I kind of can't because I'm in my own skin. And those of you who have been watching my videos from the beginning would know that I had entertained that thought many times. And I actually continue to. I think about it and I'm like, okay, so maybe I am just completely nuts. The thing is, though, is that, like, the things that happen, like right now, looking at my clock, and it's 7:11. I see 11s, like, multiple times a day. And I can't, that's not coming from inside me. It's coming from outside of me. These events, these synchronicities, these thoughts, these ideas, these impressions are and so I don't know what to say. I feel very, very certain that I am not completely nuts, but I don't share this stuff very often. So I was going to share, like, last night, because I have been sharing a little bit with some of my people at jiu-jitsu, because I told you guys about how I had shared some stuff with my partners, my jiu-jitsuing partners. But what I didn't tell you, what I thought was utterly hilarious, I forgot the part where I was sharing, about this girl had asked me, are you married? I said, no. Do you have a boyfriend? I said, sort of. What does he do? He's a scientist. And she goes, oh, is it Bill Nye, the science guy? And I busted up laughing so hard. That's how you get rumors started. She's got a crush on Bill Nye, the science guy. But anyway, no, it's not Bill Nye, the science guy. Anyway, but I had shared with you guys that I have been sharing a little bit with my new jiu-jitsu people. So yesterday, I sat down with somebody that I jiu-jitsu with in Phoenix, and actually I haven't rolled with him. He's substantially, like, bigger than me, and I won't roll with. I gotta roll with people a little bit more my size, because I told you guys I cracked a rib. So anyway, I'm sitting and I'm talking to him, and we're talking like, what do you do? What brought you to jiu-jitsu? Blah blah blah. He said, well, what do you do? And I said, I have a lot of projects going on, but for actual pay, I work with young children. And he goes, well, what are your other projects? And this is something that I find super interesting. Generally speaking, they go to something like, I'm not sure what the word is, like pornographic. They, like, go to, like, I'm a pole dancer or something, like. It cracks me up. I mean, I guess maybe I could be a sex worker, but somebody actually suggested that I would have more viewers if I meditated in the nude. And I'm like, well, that is an idea that I probably will never do. But anyway, so they always go to this, like, when I say I have a secret life, they go to this, this really interesting place. So I was like, no. I said, well, I'm a mystic. And he's like, what's a mystic? And I always have people ask me that. If I say I'm a mystic, they have no idea what a mystic is. The only reason why I know what a mystic is because I'm a mystic. I became one. I became a mystic, so, like, I can't miss the fact that I'm a mystic. It's like I live in this space. But I did have to look it up for a formal definition, and I don't have the formal definition right at the moment, but it has something to do with God. has something to do with God and like supernatural phenomena with God. I don't know. But anyway, so and my YouTube channel, so this morning, so I go back to my niece's house. I told y'all I've been staying with my niece, and I'm having stuff come up all the time, like pretty much every day, where people are saying things to me that I just completely don't agree with. And I just keep my mouth shut. I keep my mouth shut at this point. Like the idea of death. The idea of death, and that when people pass away, they are far from us. I know unequivocally that that is not true. I know that that's not true. I don't think it, I know it. But I'm not really sure exactly when to share. And except I guess sometimes like I get like a inspiration to share with people, like, but most of the time I just stay quiet and I smile. Yeah. Even though I know it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Anyway, I'm going to go, but I just wanted to share that. I'm going to be going, I'm going to try to share a little bit more of the things that come up during my day as um, this secret life I have. I'm staying with my niece, and I'm with my great um, nieces and nephews, and they are like the sweetest children. They're pretty young, like the youngest is 5, and they are just the sweetest little souls, and I really enjoy being with them. I share a bit with my children, but not a lot. I really don't. I really try to keep quiet. There's a thing that Abraham Hicks says quite a bit, that Esther Hicks says, and that is that words don't teach. And I really think that there is an element of truth in that. Because what happens for me is something can be said to me like 1,000 times, but I just don't quite understand it until I understand it. And then when I understand it, it's like this magnificent thing. It's just magnificent to like understand things, but I guess I'm not ready to understand it until I'm actually ready to understand it. And so when we're telling people things, especially if they have really, really deep-seated beliefs about things, it's like they just cannot accept that as a possibility until they're ready to accept it as a possibility. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm over at Starbucks. I think I might maybe go get a coffee. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back.